Another phone call between Gypsy Rose Blanchard and her stepmother has now been released. And in this prison phone call, Gypsy is asking Kristy to text message Dan Glidwell for her. If you don't know who Dan Glidwell is, Dan is a guy that Gypsy was obsessed with, who was married, that she had ran away with at one point in time. And he was before Nicholas Godejean. Before Nick even came into the picture, Dan was around. So he was cheating on his wife with Gypsy. Gypsy ran away. A lot of you already know the story, but if you don't, that's kind of the backstory of it. But she's asking Kristy to text message Dan to let him know that she's going to be in prison for the next several years and that he was not answering her phone calls. I wonder why that could be. But then she goes on to say that he originally answered one of her phone calls and that he assured her that he had her back, whatever that meant, and that he would not be speaking to police, basically. But I'm going to let y'all hear some parts of this. I have to cut out some of it because Kristy is assuming that Dan is a pedophile. And Gypsy's like, no, blah, blah, blah. But let's get to it.
Oh, and I was wondering, can you text a friend of mine? Because I've been trying to call him, but I don't think he knows what number is coming to his phone. I don't think he knows that it's from a prison.
Wait, hold on. Okay, what's his name?
Dan.
Dan.
And his number is 4.
Okay, now who is this Dan?
Remember when I was telling you that I ran away from home for the first time and I ran away with somebody? That's who I ran away with.
He's the older guy?
Yeah.
Like very older?
No, he's the same age as Dad, like 42.
Why did I think Dan was like 30-something, not 40-something, the same age as Gypsy's dad? No wonder Dee Dee was freaking out about her sick child running away with a married man that was the same age as Gypsy's dad.
Okay.
And
is that not the one that was a registered sex?
A registered offender. I had to cut that part out.
what the hell?
Okay, because I know... Is that the one you went meet at the hospital?
Yeah.
Okay, because we were told...
He was never...
We were told that he was a...
We were told that he was a blank.
What, my mom?
No.
Of course, Gypsy's going to blame everything on her mother. But does anybody know, was Dan a registered offender? Because I can't remember right now.
Just in general, we were told that.
No, if you heard that from anybody but, like, if you heard that from a legal person, then that's something I don't know. But if you heard that from, say, Kim or David Blanchard?
No, I didn't hear. No, that's not who. I could tell you right now, that's not who I heard it from.
Okay, because Mom, when I ran away from home, Mom had told everybody that he knew, all his friends, all our friends, that he was a offender. And trying to kidnap me, and
tried to grape her.
And shit like that, and she made his life a living hell, because at the time, I was 19 when I ran away. And I just basically went to touch base with him because we stayed friends after all this time, and I had called him while I was in Greene County, and he answered, and he was like, you know, I know that I was the last person that you had talked to online because, you know, the detectives blowed up my phone and stuff. But don't worry because I didn't speak on the matter. You know, I got your back.
Right. What's his last name?
Glidwell.
Huh?
Glidwell. Glidewell.
Okay.
And I really want him to know that, you know, I'm in prison. It's going to be, you know, 7.5 years before I get out.
Right. Okay.
You know, I've been trying to call him. And, you know.
All right.
And
where's he, like, 479 area code?
That's,
okay.
He's from Fayetteville, and he still kept his phone number from Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Because I knew that I didn't recognize that area code.
Nobody can convince me that Gypsy's ultimate goal was to get Nick to do what he did and then try to run off with Dan.
Yeah.
But, Yeah, I want to let him know, but I'm worried about you. Like, I'm being a protective mom right now.
I know.
I mean, I'm going to let him know, don't get me wrong. I'm going to text him and tell him, who I am and everything, and that you're okay. And, if he gets a call on his phone from Vandalia, it is you.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going to let him know that.
Okay, good.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
But I know that he has 2 kids and he has, access to those kids, so it's very doubtful
Right.
that
Right.
he has custody of his kids, that he's a sinner.
Right, exactly. You're right. Yeah. And you were 19, but you probably weren't really 19. You were probably older.
Probably. That's
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah. You were probably older.
Probably. No.
Gypsy knew damn well how old she was. You just heard her a minute ago saying she was 19. And we all know the story about that's when she supposedly found all the paperwork, and she figured out how old she was. That girl knew damn well how old she was. And she's sitting there laughing, trying to play it off like, oh yeah, I was probably older than I really was, because my mom lied about everything. Girl, hush. You know how old you were. You were legal. You could have did what you wanted. But if my sick child that we all know she was sick. She had the chromosome deletion, which made her sick and made her need all them surgeries, was out there doing everything Gypsy was doing with 40-something-year-old men. I would have been chasing her butt down, too. In my opinion, Gypsy put her mother, Dee Dee, through hell. She tortured that lady until she put her in her grave, literally. Anyways, what do y'all think? Leave it in the comments. Word on the street is it's going to get even more juicy.